What's up, you guys? It's Jonno! Today I'm gonna talk about Generation 2 Regionals. That's right, there's gonna be Generation 2 coming out eventually, and everybody's curious to know what regionals will there be. So up first, we already had the Generation 1 Regionals. Those have been out for a while, and those were in the regions that were available to play. And that's where this video is gonna get interesting. I'm also going to predict new regions with new regionals. So we had Farfetch'd in Asia, Genghis Khan in Australia, we had Tauros in the United States, and of course we had Mr. Mime over in Europe. So that was all the Generation 1 regionals that we've had for the past 6 months or so since the game has been launched. Pokemon Go, the game that we all know and love. But, as you know, Generation 2 is on the way. It's already been sort of released. There's some Generation 2 Pokemon in the game currently, and everybody's wondering, where are they going to put those Generation 2 regionals? Where could they go? There's so many places, and it's actually going to be really fun to see what they do. But I wanted to make some predictions before all of this starts to happen, just in case I'm actually right. So quick shout out, I actually did some research and I found Mark N. Hood's channel, and Mark did a video very similar to this. He predicted the regionals for all of the areas that currently have regionals. I'm also going to predict new regionals in new region areas. So let's go ahead and start with Corsola. Corsola is the Pokemon that Misty catches, and it's a super cute Pokemon. It is a reef Pokemon, so that is why I am predicting it to be in Australia. So Corsola down in Australia. Also notable, all of the Pokemon that I'm predicting will have no evolutions, just like there's no evolutions for the current Gen 1 Pokemon, and some of the predictions are based on that guess. So up next would be Smeargle, but I don't think it's going to be Smeargle for Europe. I have this crazy prediction that it's going to be Miltank in Europe. Now, why would I think that? It's just kind of a harebrained idea. I was looking up, well, like, where are cows from? And there is kind of an ancient animal. There's all kinds of ancient animals that resemble cows today, but they do start out in Poland. So I was thinking, well, maybe they'll put Miltank over in Europe, because they already had the artistic Mr. Mime, so I'm thinking, would they go with two artistic Pokemon over in Europe that would kind of box them in, and they're not just all these like whimsical artsy people, kind of like Mr. Mime and Smeargle. So let's move on to Asia. I'm gonna think that it's gonna be a pufferfish for Asia. That seems fairly obvious. So we have got Quillfish. That is gonna be my prediction for the Asia region. Now, obviously the pufferfish is deadly if eaten. You do not want to mess with anything like that. I remember that from the Simpsons episode when I was a kid, and Homer Simpson fillets up the pufferfish, and I don't remember what happens in that episode, so no spoilers here. I can't remember what happened. But yeah, that's my prediction for Asia. I don't know if there is an evolution for that Pokemon. I actually think there is, but I don't remember. I was doing just a little bit of research before this video, but to be honest, I'm not familiar with Gen 2, and that's why I'm really excited for Gen 2 to come out. So next up, I'm predicting is Stantler. Stantler is the deer Pokemon, I guess you could say. It's really more like a reindeer. It looks a lot like a reindeer, and a lot of people use this Pokemon in their Pokemon themed winter stuff. I was looking up images for it, and I was seeing it all over in people's like presents and opening things that are winter themed. So here's a little bit of footage from the original Pokemon show, which, by the way, I really want to watch all of the show. I'm considering doing it on a live stream. So of course, the Stantlers over in North America, we need to have a Pokemon for North America, and Stantler makes perfect sense since we do have deer, and I think they even have reindeer up north in Canada and that area. Now, I don't know if you can get Tauros in Canada. That's actually kind of an interesting note. So let's move on to my predictions for new areas. I do think that they're going to open up new areas because there are new areas to play Pokemon Go. They did give South America Pokemon Go. There are some countries in South America that have Pokemon Go. Now, some of you may not know this, but there are monkeys in South America. So pretty interesting. They have a monkey Pokemon. There are monkeys in South America. And I was thinking, well, maybe they'll do this cute little Pokemon, which is called, I don't really know how to pronounce it. It's kind of a tough one to pronounce, actually. It's Apom. I'm not sure about that, but I'm thinking that will be the regional Pokemon for South America, and I'm hoping that they have a regional for South America because I really do want a reason to visit South America. Now let's move on. I think that they're going to do the giraffe Pokemon, which is Girafarig. I don't know how to pronounce that, but obviously I think that is going to be the Pokemon, which is for Africa, and I think that that would cover all the continents aside from Antarctica. I was thinking about doing an Antarctica prediction, but I don't think that they're going to put a Pokemon all the way down there in Antarctica just to get people to go down there. There's nothing down there worth visiting. So yeah, a Pokemon for Africa. I think that they have got Pokemon Go in Africa now. I don't know of any country specifically in Africa that have it, but I would think that they have it. I know that they have cell phones and stuff like that. So there's my predictions, you guys. That's pretty much it. I do have a lot of predictions here. I may be wrong, but I'm hoping that maybe if I'm right, I can say, I told you so later on, and it'll be kind of funny. So what I'm going to do next is put together just a little bit of footage that I have and let you see some Pokemon footage of like Misty catching Corsola and all kinds of random stuff like that. And that's pretty much going to be it. But I wanted to do this video because predictions are always fun, and everybody's just kind of sitting around scratching their heads saying, when is Gen 2 coming out? And we've been saying it for a long time now. So I just wanted to put together some content because everybody's kind of like, what are we going to do? And I wanted to put together this content and just kind of think about what's coming next. Alright everybody, thanks for watching and enjoy these clips. Peace!